All right, Mavs fans, you are tuned in to the All Things Mavs post-game podcast, and I don't have a lot of energy. I'm going to be 100% honest. I just don't. I'm worn out after that game. I'm exhausted. Watching the Mavs get beat by 45 points nearly is not fun. Not fun at all as a Mavs fan. Rick Carlisle gets ejected. Luka Doncic doesn't play the whole fourth quarter, which I'm happy about. He got some rest. Kristaps Porzingis isn't there the entire game. The Clippers make every single shot they shoot. And now here we are. 154-111. The Clippers take a 3-2 series lead. Not something you want to see. Not something you want to see if you're a Mavs fan getting into Game 6. So what I want you guys to do, and here's how we're going to do it. I want you to give me, I'm gonna do it myself. I want you to give me a one-word reaction to Game 5. What is it? Type it down below. 154-111 loss. It stinks. It hurts. I get it. But we're still alive. We still got one more game. So, one-word reaction down below. Let me know what it is. I mean, in all honesty, my one-word reaction is not fun. Not fun at all. It's just disappointing because you come out ready to fight, you come out ready to swing, and you have all this grit and just grind ready to play with this Clipper team in 6 games, or in Game 5, excuse me. But the problem was there was no Kristaps Porzingis from the very beginning, and no KP desperately hurt this team. They got up by 7 early, and then they got back into another 18-point hole, and the Clippers were going to go up by 18 again this game. They went up by 22 in Game 4. Now we're in Game 5. They go up by as many as they win the game by nearly 45 points. They're not going to let down. They're not going to let go this time. They're just not going to. It's just not going to happen. So it hurts a lot. I think pain. Pain is my one-word reaction. Let me know what yours is down in the comment section below. Let's get a quick box score read for you. If you're a Mavs fan or a Clippers fan, all the fans of every team, we're going to get a box score read for you on this one. Luka Doncic played 31 minutes, the most minutes out of anybody on the team. Had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 turnovers. Tim Hardaway Jr., second leading scorer with 19 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 shooting. Pretty good night from him, actually. And had they had Kristaps Porzingis, I think that would have been a huge factor in the Mavs potentially winning this game. Trey Burke had 15 points. He also had 2 assists. Maxi Kleber had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Good game from Maxi Kleber. It was good to see him kind of get it going once again. DeLon Wright off the bench, 11 points, 5 of 7 from the field in 21 minutes of action. Most of that time came in garbage time, but still good to see DeLon Wright get some mojo back. 5 points for Boban Marjanovic. He was terrible. Boban was absolutely awful. He was just a liability all night long, and it cost the Mavs on multiple plays, multiple drives to the floor, multiple drives to the lane. 5 points, 0 of 1 from the field. All 5 of his points came from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, a block, an assist, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, minus 19 for Boban. Justin Jackson and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist both had 3 points. Neither of them had a 3-point shot go in. Antonius Cleveland and Josh Reeves made their rookie playoff debut. Josh Reeves, his rookie playoff debut. Antonius Cleveland, just his playoff debut in general. Both of them had 4 points. Josh Reeves had 2 rebounds, an assist, a block, and a turnover and a foul as well. Antonius Cleveland had 4 points, a rebound, and 1 steal. So that's your box score for the night. You guys can see what the Mavs did, or I guess didn't do, for tonight. It was just it wasn't good. That's the cold hard truth. It really stinks that that's what happened. It really stinks that that's the way the Mavs lost the game. But at the end of the day, that's what you got, and now it's time to move on. I mean, that's literally all you can say is it's time to move on. It's time to get into better things. Now, Before I break down the grades, I'm going to tell you about our friends at Red Peg Tees. That's where I got this awesome Luka Doncic shirt, redpegtees.com. Use promo code REDPEG20 to get 20% off all your Red Peg Tees. You can get Dallas Mavericks stuff. Dallas Stars are in the playoffs right now. You can get some Dallas Stars stuff. Dallas Cowboys are in there. Any DFW team you want. Red, R-E-D, Peg, P-E-G, Tees, Tees.com has all your Dallas stuff all the time. 20% off today at redpegtees.com. Promo code REDPEG20. So let's give some grades. You know what? I'm not going to give grades. Because in all honesty, everyone deserves an F tonight. Luka turned the ball over a lot early on. Luka was our only thing closest to an A. Tim Hardaway Jr. might be an A as well. Trey Burke was decent. He's kind of filled up the scoreboard. Maxi Kleber turned it around. Your defense was lacking. And it wasn't just the defense. Let me say that. It wasn't just the defense that was terrible. It was just that the Clippers were making shots. They were making tough shots, and they were making easy shots. Clippers are 2-1 in franchise history in the playoffs when they're up in a series 3-2. So, listen, we go to Game 6. Game 6 is on Thursday night. You're hoping you can get Kristaps Porzingis back. And maybe some of you are still asking, okay, where is KP? Why is Kristaps Porzingis not playing? Well, he was questionable going into this game. But let's back up. Let's go to Game 4. Game 4, he was completely fine. He was in the starting 5. He was ready to go. And he's a late scratch with like 2 minutes before the game. They even had him on the graphic. They had him. He was on the floor. He was ready to go. And then they said, no, he's not moving well. We're going to sit him. We're going to get him some rest. And he's a late scratch. And then he goes and gets an MRI. Everyone's like, all right, it's fine. And then early Tuesday, he comes up on the injury report as questionable. And then Tuesday afternoon, all of a sudden, he's out. Just like that. It went from, usually it goes questionable to doubtful to out. He went from questionable to out. And KP was out before the game even tipped off. And that hurts a lot. I mean, he's your second best player. You saw the Mavs struggle without him in Game 4. Game 5, they come out and they're flat. I mean, Game 5, they came out, actually, I'll say this. Game 5, Tuesday night, they played hard early on. They go up by 7. They're making their threes. Everything's looking pretty good. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Luka's not making shots. Tim Hardaway Jr. is not making shots. The Clippers are making everything they put up. Paul George gets into a rhythm. And really, that's what cost the Mavs the game. That's what won the Mavs, or won the Clippers this game. Paul George, a.k.a. Pandemic P, finally came alive. 35 points, 12 of 18 from the field. He shot 50% from 3, went 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds. He had 2 turnovers, no assists in this game, or 2 assists, excuse me. Look, if Paul George does score like that every night, if Paul George comes alive and the Mavs don't have Porzingis, I think the Clippers are going to wrap this up in 6. I really, truly do. However, no matter what happens in that game, in Game 5, now that even though the Mavs are going to be on Game 6, we're going to be live for it. We are going to be live on the All Things Mavs channel, so make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/All Things Mavs. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. Heck, we might even be there by now. Let me update the numbers while we're live still on the channel. Nearly there. Almost there, so help us get to 600 subscribers here really, really early on. Look, hypothetically speaking, if KP doesn't play, the Mavs still have a chance to win. It's just not likely. It's just not likely, and it really stinks. So I hope he plays. I really, really do, because I think the Mavs are deflated right now. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith had a question. He was questionable with hip injury, Kristaps Porzingis was out with his knee injury. You don't have Courtney Lee. You don't have Jalen Brunson. You don't have Dwight Powell. You're missing 4 players, 5 on the injury report. Trey Burke was probable. Luka was probable. This Mavs team's banged up, and they just don't have any energy right now. So they need some kind of revitalization in that starting 5. Best way that's going to happen, Kristaps Porzingis comes back. If not, it's going to take another 35, 40-point game from Luka Doncic to win Game 6. But it's win or go home on Thursday night. Win or go home. And I'm excited. I think the Mavs are going to come out fighting, come out swinging, and they need to, because it's the most important game that they've played all year. Now, leading up to this game, Game 5, this was the most important game, but now you move on to Game 6. It's win or go home, do or die. You have to win this game, no matter what. I mean, absolutely no matter what. Now, I appreciate all you guys watching along with me this entire night. It's been, honestly, despite losing, it has been a lot of fun. I've loved getting in the live chat with you guys. I've been able to do some live Q&A. And if you're not tuned in right now, if you're watching this on a later date, maybe you're watching this on Wednesday morning as you drive to work, or you're watching this on Wednesday afternoon as you sit in class, whatever it may be, tune into all the live videos. We're going live for Game 6. We absolutely will be 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Game 6 on Thursday night. You're going to want to make sure you're tuned into the All Things Mavs channel. Listen, I get it. One person goes down, another one's got to step up. But losing your second best player stinks. And it's not an excuse. You know, the Clippers outplayed them 100%. They 120,000% outplayed them. But not having your second best player, I mean, it changes things. It definitely changes things. And it changed just the tone of the game as a whole. Do I think they could have won with them? Yeah, I absolutely do, because I don't think you would have been in the situation you were in, but it's still really, really hard. You know, this game is won and lost by your best players, and the Mavs didn't have their second best player in this game. So a tough game from the Mavs, but here's how I want to end the show. We have such a diverse audience. I mean, we had watchers all over the world tonight. All over the world during our live show. We had people from Australia, people from the Philippines, people from Slovenia, people from Latvia, people from Germany, and people from the United States, of course, all around Texas, California, Oregon. I saw some people from Montana. I didn't even know people lived in Montana still. So what I want you to do before we get out of here, scroll down to the comment section, or if you're still watching in the live chat with us as I'm live right now on the All Things Mavs channel, shout out where you're watching from. Appreciate all you guys watching tonight on the All Things Mavs channel. You guys stay safe, get some rest, because we got another game coming up on Thursday night. And as always, win or lose, go Mavs, baby. All right, guys, keep on shouting out those